Hey everyone, welcome to lesson 2 of How to Play Love of My Life by Queen. In the first lesson we looked at the intro, and in this lesson we'll be learning a good probably third of the verse. So this is what we'll be learning. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention the bass that I'll be teaching you. The bass notes will be correct, but they just won't be 100% because I'll kind of just tell you what the bass notes are. And here and there I'll be adding in stuff like those extra bass notes in between the chords in my right hand. And that's just because that's all muscle memory and stuff that I've just developed over my short time of playing piano. So I'm just going to be teaching you what the notes are. I'm not going to be teaching you like rhythm or anything with that. That's just something I just wanted to explain. But the first bit, the first phrase that we'll learn is going to sound like this. Nice and simple. So we're going to start with, here's middle C. We're going to start with the 2 octaves below middle C on C. So the C here and the C there as our bass notes. Now right hand, we're going to have middle C and E. So we're going to play C and E together with the bass notes in our left hand. Then we go down both notes, just down a key, so to B and D, and then back up to C and E. So it's just C and E, down one each, and then back up to C and E. Then we're going to play an inversion of C major. So you've got C major here, then you've got the C major inversion. So the second inversion, which is going to be the notes E, G, and C. And that's going to be our chord. And we're going to play that through once. And then we're going to play just the E and G of the chord. So we start on the C and the E, and this is all with the C bass notes. C and the E, then the B and D, back up to C and E, into the inversion chord, E, G, and C. Then just E and G, and then we move on to the next phrase, which should sound like this. So that is going to be A minor, so we're going to have octave A notes in our left hand, A just off camera as well. So octave A in our left hand, and our right hand is going to start on the C and the E again, but we're going to play those two together and then play A by itself. So it's A octaves plus the C and the E together, then the A here, and then we play an A minor inversion 3 times, and that's going to be C, E, and A. So we have our C major, then we have the C and the E together with the A, and then the inversion, like that. And then we have D minor for the next phrase. And like G, F inversion and stuff there. But we're going to start with D in our left hand, here and here, D octaves. And we're going to play D and F together with the octaves. Then we're going to play C and E, back up to D and F. And then D minor inversion, which will be F, A, and D. Right, so the D and the F together, C and E, D and F together, inversion. Then we play an F major chord and we keep that D in the bass, so we have F, A, and C. Okay. And as you tell, like I said from the intro, I'm not showing you that I'm playing the chord, then the lower bass note, then switching to the next chord. That's just something that comes naturally, and you can do whatever you want with that. Completely up to you. So quickly, the three things all together. So C major, then the A minor where we go C, E, then A, inversion, D minor, D and F together, C and E, D and F, inversion, and then F major. Like that. Next we're going to play this little sequence here. And this bit here is going to happen a couple of times in this song. And what you can do is, in the last lesson I taught you this. Right, I do that twice and I do this bit twice. At different sections of the song. But what you can do is you can just use this one. Or you can use this one. Like that, you can really do whatever you want. The way I do it is I kind of have the verses split into two, and I have the intro leading into the verse. That little gap there is the full chords, and then when I finish the verse and I play this bit again, it's this bit. But when I kind of come to this section again of the song, I play this again. It's a bit confusing now, but just want to, just have you think about that just for a second. And the way this is going to be played is all G bass notes in the left hand, so G here and the G off camera. I mean, realistically I can zoom out those two G's here. And we're going to have G and B and then the octave G to begin with, and every change of this chord we're going to keep this octave G up here. So start with G, B and G. And we're just going to move these two keys up one again. So we have like a G major inversion. So it's kind of like a G major without the D. And F major inversion, maybe, no, not really. And then we've got the G major inversion, like that. So G, B, G, then we have A, C, G, then we have B, D, G for our G major inversion, and then we have G major 7, which will be including this note here, this F, so it will be B, D, F and G. Okay. Like that. And at the end of each chord I will be playing that, and I think that's kind of a little bit more important than the other ones to include that there, but there is that. So everything we've learnt so far all together, nice and slow. So starting from that C major bit here. Now we're going to come back up to the C in our left hand, and we're going to repeat this bit. And we're going to repeat this bit that we had at the beginning, which was C, C, C and E, then B and D, then C and E. But we're going to switch things up here and we're going to play a D minor. So that will be D, F and A. Like that. We're going to keep C in our left hand. And then we're going to have this little bit here. which will be from the D minor. We're going to play E and G together. So E and G there. And then we play C. Okay, so like that. So we're kind of switching to a C major there. And then we're going to come up here to the F and the A, and we're going to keep this C, so we're going to go like this. Like that. And when we play that together, we're going to jump up here with F in the octaves on our left hand. But that last bit will be F and A together, then C, F and A together. So all of that all over again. We start on C major again. We go C, E, then B and D, then back up to C and E. Then we have that D minor, D, F and A. Then we've got E and G together. Then we have C, then F and A together, and then C, F and A together. All with C in the left hand. Until we get to the C, F and A together, we will move up and we'll play F to get a F major inversion chord. Right? Okay. So from the G bit here, now the last bit for this lesson, we're going to come up here and we're going to play the F major inversion 3 times like that. So the notes here is A, C and F. And the first time we play this chord, we're going to play A, C and F individually really quickly, so it's kind of, or it's almost like playing the full chord, but you're kind of going 1, 2, 3 really quickly. And then you're going to play them together and then together again. Like that. And that will be with F in the octaves as well. So just like that. So together from that G. And now from the very beginning. So we started with the C major. Then the A minor. Then D minor. With that F major there. And then we played that G kind of run. Then start again on the C major. Go to a D minor, and finish on that F major chord up to the octave, up to the inversion of F major. So thank you all so much for watching. If you found any of this confusing or difficult, please let me know in the comments and I'll either respond to you there or I'll fix something up in an actual video or anything like that. But in the next lesson we'll be continuing on with this verse, and we should be able to either have one, probably just have after the next one more on the verse, and then we should be able to start doing some stuff for the chorus.